Time now for Give Me the Headlines, presented by Hyundai. We got 3 games to finish it out. My Detroit Lions often at the end of the show, but that's okay. They're playing well. They're in games. They were in this one against the Falcons. What's the headline for this one, Chris?
Well, it could go a lot of ways, but that's the Pits, okay? That's the Pits. And the Pits
Okay.
that's kind of like a negative thing, I guess, right? But it really isn't
right.
when they were talking about this. It's,
That's not the Pits.
It's not. Ooh, that's what it should be. You're right.
Yeah.
That's right. It's not the Pits, okay? Because when you got
Yes.
Kyle Pitts on your team, very rarely is it the Pits. I mean, very rarely. Special player. Listen, it just comes down to 2 things, in my opinion. The Lions, in a lot of ways, controlled the flow of the football game. They were incapable, I guess, of, I'm going to say, scoring touchdowns, right? That was a little bit. The difference in the game is 2 things to me. It's Matt Ryan and Kyle Pitts. See, these are the games where Matt Ryan is still good enough to, beat teams like this. Not that I want to say it's single-handedly, but doesn't need a lot. That's the one thing I came away with in the game. Just going, man, Matt Ryan, makes so many plays, just kind of moving in the pocket, making a good, aggressive 15-yard throw down the football field. He's really special that way. He is. He's still a really damn good quarterback that I got a lot of respect for. But, yes, it was them, their defense hanging in there just enough to make the Lions kick some field goals. And then, they scored touchdowns. And to me, that ultimately was the difference in the football game. But I give the Lions a lot of credit for hanging around and being a pain in the butt. But, man, Pitts, Ahmed, it's freaky. He's getting better. You could tell he's catching the ball and ripping it out of the air now and, looking angry as soon as he's got it in his hand. Like, he's looking to make a play. To me, those are the little things I look at to go, oh, wait. He's got out of the rookie phase of, I just want to catch it, get the completion. Now he's going, wait, I can catch it with my eyes closed. Time for me to be a superstar. And I feel like I'm kind of seeing that from Pitts here as of late.
6 catches, 102 yards in the game. He's got 949 on the season. That's second most all-time for rookie tight ends. Mike Ditka back in 1961 has the record at 1,076. And honestly, I want that record to stand. I think that's kind of cool. That's like you're protective of your dad's records. I'm protective of Mike Ditka's record. Okay. let him keep it for another,
all right,
for whatever reason. I don't know why.
I don't know why either. You're not supposed to like anything Bears related. I'm surprised by that.
You're right, but you're right. Ditka seems like a good guy, though. So Falcons get the win over the Lions. That's not the Pits, is the headline for that one. How about Jets versus Jaguars? This is 26-21, the final score. Before you give the headline, I want to give Anthony Rufo's damn okay to our boy, Zach Wilson. He says, down his top 3 receivers, top 4 offensive linemen, he helped elevate the Jets to victory. All right, so that is the damn okay. What is your headline for this game?
It is 2 is better than 1.
There you go.
Do you get it? Do you get it? You got it? You got it?
But you've always said, though, this was basically the Chris Sims Bowl right here. This was, everyone's number 1 versus your number 1. And I guess you can maybe take a victory lap here, Chris.
Maybe to a degree. Again, Trevor Lawrence, he did some good things yesterday. There's no doubt about that. I like both of these guys. I don't want it to be about that. But, and again, in my opinion, Zach Wilson's capable of more special than Trevor Lawrence. I will say that.
Did you see it in this game?
What's that?
Did you see it in this game? Specifically?
Well, there's always a handful of throws from Zach Wilson where I go, damn, that was a good one. Whoa, that was a laser down the middle there into a tight window. And yes, I see that. I've seen movement really ever since he's come back from the injury, which I think his first game back was the Houston Texans football game, where I go, his movement's special. It's special. The way he can get out of the pocket, make people miss, do that. It's to me, it's different than Trevor Lawrence. He's better in the pocket. He's better at getting outside of the pocket. Lawrence might be faster once they both open up, but he doesn't have the acceleration and the explosion Zach Wilson has. And that goes for his arm as well. That does. Again, what he did yesterday, not making any crucial mistakes, made some plays with his legs. They ran the ball. They had no receivers to throw to in the football game, basically. I mean, come on. That was a damn good win for the Jets. That really was. And, you could sit here and go, the Jaguars, at the end of the game, they certainly did not handle that situation correctly at the end of the game.
No.
I mean, what was there, 18, 19 seconds on the clock, and they spiked the ball? Call a fucking play and take another shot in the end zone. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, they spiked it on 3rd and goal from the 1.
Right.
And then on their 4th down play, they were scrambling and they got 2 guys in motion. And even if they would have scored a touchdown on that one, it wouldn't have counted because there was an illegal shift.
Yeah, exactly right. It just was all over the place. Like, horrible management there at the end of the football game, let alone on the, what do I want to say, on the 2nd down and the 1st down, they threw the ball short, like in front of the goal line, to where it's like if the guy, they get tackled, you're going to lose seconds. On 2nd down, it should have been a pick 6 by C.J. Mosley. It went through both of his hands. And then somebody on the Jaguars caught the ball off the deflection to the 1-yard line, and that led them to spike the ball. They messed that up. But, yeah, I mean, back to the point, Zach Wilson and Trevor Lawrence, let's not, write their history yet. They show a ton of physical ability. And I will sit here at the end of the year of watching yesterday and watching both of these guys play on film, not every week, but a lot of weeks. I'm still more impressed with Zach Wilson as a quarterback than I am Trevor Lawrence. So if I had to re-rank them, I'd still make him number 1. I would. Lawrence has a chance to be a superstar. I think Zach Wilson will be a superstar. To me, he's a better thrower. He's better in the pocket. Lawrence is not good in the pocket, and that showed again yesterday. That's one of the areas of the game he's got to work on. And here's another. I'll give you another just Chris Sims, because I'm always texting people around the NFL and stuff. I had somebody text me yesterday, neutral of the situation, that was on the field and pregame with Lawrence and Zach Wilson. And they basically were like, hey, I wish you were here, and you'd be pumping your fist and happy right now. And I was like, what do you mean? And they text me back. There's a difference. Zach Wilson is way more impressive throwing the football than Trevor Lawrence and pregame warmups. And it's somebody I trust. So, yeah, that makes me feel good, because I've gotten little things like that all year where people see Zach Wilson in person and they go, damn, he's quick. Man, that little f***er's fast. Man, the ball pops out of his hand. And, I rely on that stuff, let alone my own eye and ability to evaluate things. But, yeah, I feel good about both these guys. I really feel really good about Zach Wilson.
Yeah, that's interesting. The history has not been written on either of them.
No.
The history of the season for the Bears and Seahawks, that has been written. It's over. They're not playoff teams, but they did play each other. And the Bears won by a point. Good last-second comeback. Jimmy Graham got it against his former team. What's your headline for this game?
Oh, well, come on. It's the day after Christmas, and it's Old St. Nick. Old St. Nick, old Nick Foles, the third stringer, coming in to save the day.
Old, yeah.
I mean,
old, literally old.
Literally old. Listen, great job by the Bears on the road, winning that football game. Awesome, up yours by Graham, catching that touchdown pass to win the game, or have a chance to win the game against his old team, the Seattle Seahawks. Great throw and catch by Damiere Byrd, and Nick Foles put in his spot to get the 2-point conversion. But what the Seattle? I don't even know what to say, Ahmed. They blew that game. I don't know any other way to say it. I mean, had a chance to kick a field goal at the end. They missed a field goal. They get down in field goal range the next drive, and they get a penalty, and Russell Wilson takes a stupid sack. I mean, they had so many chances to put the game away. I didn't watch this game overly close, to where I could tell you every detail. I watched it enough, of course, to know that I felt like Seattle was the better team and was kind of controlling things. But, typical Seattle fashion, they just... you can't put them away, and they can't put other teams away. That's what they do, and when you live like that, you're going to get screwed over every now and then.
Yeah, before this season, in the Russell Wilson era, they had been undefeated at home, 38-0, when they had a 10-point lead in the fourth quarter.
Oh.
They have now lost 2 of those games this season. Now, week 2 against Tennessee, and now against the not playoff bound Chicago Bears. Yeah, it's been a rough go. We'll have a lot of time to talk about the future of Seattle, and I guess of the Bears too as we go on. Yeah. But that'll close it. That is Give Me the Headlines, presented by Hyundai.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.